Hi there, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and today we are going to be looking at the Big Island / Honu ukulele range. I have 10 models here, all in stock for the first time probably ever. And I've been here for nearly 10 years. We've never had the whole range in stock before, so I thought it was the perfect time to film a video. I have tried to film this video already a few times, a couple of mornings last week when there were various happenings outside the shop or a customer turning up very early that I just had to let in because I'm a nice guy. But yeah, let's go through. We're going to do some sopranos, concerts and tenors. I had never taken the time to play them all before this video, and I realised how little I knew about the range as I filmed the video. So I'm sorry in advance if a couple of my facts needed amending or there's a couple of hard cuts there, but I didn't want to get things wrong. I think it's important that if I'm going to film your video where I explain a ukulele to you, I get it right. And it wasn't until I picked up certain ukuleles I realised that there were differences that maybe I'd not noticed before. But, you know, when there's so many ukulele brands to deal with, that can happen. I'm going to stop talking at the camera with no ukulele in my hand. Let's start filming. So the first ukulele of the day today is the Big Island K-SPS. So I'm not too sure about the last S, but it's a Koa Soprano. This is the introductory soprano for the Big Island range. The first thing to mention is that you can get these with geared tuners or friction pegs. You won't necessarily have a choice of both, although as I film this I do have both. To show you the machine heads on this one, you've got these sticky out geared tuners with the Koa wood buttons. I'll do a close-up for you all there. But the friction tuners are exactly the same, just with a friction Koa button. This is a solid Koa top, back and sides with a rosewood fingerboard and bridge, although 2019 models will almost certainly be ebony fingerboard and bridge. This is an older model now. Look at that Koa though, I mean such gorgeous Koa. With the mahogany neck and some abalone dots as well, and an abalone inlay there on the headstock. I mean, Big Islands have always got that kind of bling thing going for them. But anyway, I'm going to give it a play. Let's see what you think. Okay, the second ukulele of the day today is the KRP-SP, which is the Koa rope soprano. So this is a very traditional looking soprano ukulele. It's got that rope binding there that, if the zoom doesn't do justice, I'll make sure I do an external shot after for. This has an ebony fingerboard and bridge. Some older models used to have rosewood, and there was a big difference in price. As that price gap between this and the next model is reduced, hopefully the upgrade to ebony will explain that for you. This has those same closed back tuners with the Koa button, and this one has my personal favourite is the kind of turtle headstock. I believe it's a turtle. It's that kind of curve over with a slightly off centre. It looks like somebody did it by accident, but it's very deliberate curve in the top there. Yeah, I mean, another one here, the Koa looks slightly nicer supposedly as you go up the range, although I've never found that with Big Island or the Honu ukuleles. I've always found that they all look very pretty. You don't really get plain ones. They really do pick out the best wood. As well as the Koa rope binding, you do have a maple binding around there, which is important to mention when I show you the model after this. But yeah, another fantastic soprano uke. Let's see what you think. And ukulele number 3 today is the KTO-SP. So this is the Koa tortoiseshell soprano. So you'll notice that this ukulele and this ukulele look very, very similar. The main differences you'll see straight off are the headstock. This is the Honu style of headstock, and the one we're looking at right now is the Big Island style of headstock. Now the Big Island style of headstock has the same geared tuners there with the Koa buttons and a different inlay on the headstock there, the Big Island inlay. But the main difference, and I'll do another close-up if I need to on this, is the tortoiseshell binding. So some people prefer the traditional look of the maple binding, but there's always been something a little bit deluxe about tortoiseshell. And this model used to signify the kind of introduction of ebony into the range, although going forward they'll all have ebony fingerboards and bridges. This one has the ebony fingerboard and bridge with that rope binding, tortoiseshell, solid Koa top, back and sides, mahogany neck, and I actually just want to point out the flame in the headstock. I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but it looks like a tiger. It's fantastic. Let's give it a play and let's see what you think of this one. Okay, now you wanted a pretty ukulele, I can tell. That's why you're watching this video. And they don't really get any prettier at this kind of price than this. This is the BI-K-SP, which stands for the Honu Big Island Koa Concert. So this has the rosewood fingerboard and bridge with that Big Island headstock and logo there. The buttons there. And for the big reveal, I mean, look at that back. Look at that. I mean, that is one of the prettiest Koa ukuleles I've seen at any price. And it's literally a third of the price of something like a Canalea KSE. I mean, that is just excellent. So, yeah, if you want a pretty ukulele but you don't want to spend £1,000, seek out Big Island, because they definitely make some of the prettiest ukuleles I've ever seen. Let's give this one a play. And on to the next concert of the day today. This is the KRP-SP. So this is the Koa rope concert ukulele. So if you've been watching from the start of the video and not dipped in from a listing, you'll have seen the Koa rope soprano already. It's just all the same here. You have that Honu headstock with the curve, the turtle headstock, and the turtle inlay rather than the Big Island inlay, but you still have those gorgeous close back tuners with the Koa buttons. This model has this is an ebony fingerboard and bridge, the solid Koa top, back and sides, and they've matched this one really well. One thing I found with some of the older Big Islands and Honus that we had was that they had a very light top or a very dark top, and then the back and sides just looked like they were from different woods altogether. This has been paired up very, very nicely. This whole delivery of about 15, maybe 20 ukuleles, all paired up very nicely. This has a rope binding with the maple, but yeah, Another great ukulele, really traditional looking ukulele. Let's give it a play. And our last concert today is the KTO-CT, which is the Koa Tortoiseshell concert. So this, like the model before, has the solid Koa top, back and sides. In fact, everything today is solid Koa. The ebony fingerboard and bridge. One thing I forgot to mention with the Honus is that they have a slotted bridge rather than the traditional tie-on bridge there. This one has the Big Island headstock with the Big Island inlay, and he said the big old inlay. And this one has those Koa buttons on the closed back machine heads. Yeah, it's more of the same again. So if you looked at that model before with the maple against the tortoise shell, it used to signify kind of a big jump up in the range, like it was like the deluxe model. I think now it's more a case of differentiating between the Honu style of build and the Big Island style. I should have done more research on this, to be completely honest with you. I found it very difficult to find the difference between them. You know, obviously then the meaning of Honu being turtle. I think that some players just really like that kind of curled headstock. It's very unique compared to the crown headstock that you see on most instruments. This particular instrument, I prefer a tie-on bridge myself, and I think the tie-on bridge just kind of keeps in better with the style, whereas when you've got something that's a bit quirky on the top, you can play around with it a little bit. But I'm procrastinating. Let's give this one a play and let's see what you think. Okay, the next model of the day is the KTO-TR. Now this is another Honu model, which completely contradicts all of the things I've just said about the standard model being a Big Island model. Perhaps it's just the tenor, or perhaps it's just this delivery, but this is the Honu version of the KTO-CT, KTO-TR, KTO-TR. And this has the solid Koa top, back and sides. This one's very, very light compared to some of the others we've looked at today. Just to give you some context, you know, Koa can come in all shades. So they're technically the same model, but the Big Island and Honu equivalents. So this one has a mahogany neck. It has the slotted bridge, as the other ukuleles with this headstock do. So if you can see that in the video. And yeah, I mean, it's a plainer looking ukulele, but it's very Hawaiian. I mean, if you were to look at the equivalent Hawaiian made instrument, so to get a Canalea K1 in gloss, kind of 2018 late UK price is around £1,100. I mean, this is around £500, and there is a difference, but stylistically they're very similar. This has the rosewood fingerboard and bridge. Future models will have ebony again. But yeah, just a great solid ukulele, literally a solid ukulele, solid wood, for a great price. So if you're looking at something like a Martin T1K, why not look at this as well? Let's have a play. Okay, the next ukulele of the day is the KRP-TR. So this is the Koa rope tenor. So as with the concert and soprano before, this has the solid Koa top, back and sides. Just to give you some context. But with that rope binding on the top and the maple on the side of it, just there, and on the back as well. And I love when binding goes around the instrument and kind of integrates with the heel joint. That's just beautiful. Yeah, so this is another Honu model, as we know by now. With the maple binding means Honu, not Big Island. I'm learning on the go here, just as you are. I'm sorry about that. So this has the ebony fingerboard and bridge with the abalone dots and that abalone turtle inlay there. Yeah, we've kind of covered this one on the concert and soprano size already, but if you want something that's a bit quirky with that kind of unique rounded headstock and the slotted bridge, there are so many benefits to a slotted bridge. If you break a string in the middle of a gig, it's that bit quicker just to tie a knot and sort of bung it in and tune it up to pitch. And one thing that Big Island, all of these ukuleles should be applauded for, is there's a heavy compensation on the bridge, which makes our job easier, because so many ukuleles of all prices turn up at the shop with no compensation or not enough compensation. Whereas this one, it's hard to get in this video. Maybe I'll just do a shot afterwards. But yeah, a really compensated bridge there. And just another great ukulele. Let's give it a play. Okay, our penultimate ukulele of the day. I hope you've been paying attention. Guess the code, because we've been going around in circles. Okay, yeah, you're getting there. KTO-TR. Let me double check that. Yes, this is the Big Island KTO-TR. So this is solid Koa on the top, back and sides. And there's some lovely sapwood and holographic kind of quarter sawn effect there. Yeah. So this is another deluxe looking ukulele. Imagine a Canalea K2 is £1,300 and then this is somewhere around £600. It's a real bargain. So with the Big Islands, a difference I've just noticed on the tenor, I hadn't noticed before the video, is that this doesn't have that curled heel joint. This has a kind of more standard heel joint. The whole ukulele is a bit more traditional looking. You've got that tortoise shell binding with the rope on the top there. The Big Island headstock with the crown. And yeah, just if you want the traditional looking ukulele, I think this is probably the one. I mean, this is a bargain at this price. Let's give it a play, see what you think. And the final ukulele of the day. I mean, look at that before I speak. Just look at that. This final ukulele is the KXXX-TR. So this is a Honu turtle ukulele. In case you hadn't noticed the super cool bridge. Up your game, Hawaiian ukulele companies. If Big Island can do this for their turtle model, I mean, you should be able to do this. This is cool. I love this kind of thing. It's not for everybody, but say the guitarists out there that like the big SJ200s with the moustache bridge, you know, this kind of thing just does it for me. So this is Deluxe Koa on the top, back and sides, hence the triple X. It's nothing to do with its shady past in the adult film industry. This has mahogany neck with the turtle headstock again, but if you can see the Koa on that. You also get gold hardware on this, so gold tuners with the Koa buttons, and abalone on the top binding instead of the tortoise shell or the rope. So the abalone offset with the maple, really good choice. And then a very intricate abalone and black ABS plastic binding there. Yeah. You also have a pin bridge, like a canalea. So the pin bridge is supposed to do more than just look pretty. A pin bridge is supposed to increase sustain. I've always liked the pin bridge on ukuleles. It's not for everybody, and they do tend to pop out and create quite a dramatic scene if you break a string. But I mean, that's nothing, is it? You also have a very, very lovely inlay on the back there that I should have researched, but I didn't. None of us are perfect. I love this uke. Let's see what you think. Let's give it a play. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Look at that. Abalone stripe down the back. Yeah, beautiful ukulele. This does come in the other sizes. It just happened to be that on this delivery we only had the tenor. Highly recommend you check out the concert as well. The soprano is... Blingy sopranos are less common. You might not see one quite so readily, but great ukulele. Let's play it. Okay, so there's 10 Big Island /Honu ukuleles recorded, compared, contrasted for all of you. I don't know how I contrasted them. I suppose I held two up at the same time at one point. But what was your favourite? What size do you play? And would Big Island be a viable option for you? I think that they are often forgotten here in the UK because they're very rarely around. I would say we maybe get a delivery of Big Island once every 18 months, 2 years. But they're great ukuleles. I'm a convert. After playing this, I feel like I want a Big Island ukulele. And some of these videos I film and the blinkers go on and I don't feel that. But some of those ukes, I mean, I just thought they were bloody gorgeous. What did you think? You can email me at alex@ukulele.co.uk or the shop at shop@southernukulelestore.co.uk. You can call us on 01202 430 820, and I'll see you again soon.